What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? I want to walk us through the recently released Trump accounts. As a matter of fact, if you happen to have your baby the last 1 year, I wish you a wonderful congratulations because this is going to be very helpful to you. And maybe you've been considering, should we have more babies? Is it time for us to have our babies? Maybe you should consider this because of the benefits that is available right now. So in this presentation, I'm going to cover 5 things. I'm going to show us what the program is all about. I'm going to show us what the Trump account actually is. I'm going to show us why the program was created. And I'm going to also discuss who is eligible for Trump accounts. I'm big on investing, right? So I'm going to try to marry this together with how this helps investment over a long period of time. So that is what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of minutes that I have with you. I don't want to take your time. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Everything presented here is drawn from official references. So these are things you can find online on the Department of Treasury website, IRS website, Investor.gov. So there's no hidden information here. These are things you can find online. Maybe you've already found it. And if you have not found it, then take some time to follow along on this session. So let us start with the fundamentals. A Trump account is a new category of tax advantaged investment accounts for children that are under the year of 18. So at age 18, the account is going to convert to a standard traditional IRA in the child's name. Officially, this Trump account is called 530A. So that's a tax code that created the accounts from 530A. So the clearest way to think about this is that it is a special kind of traditional IRA. It is open for children rather than working adults. The account belongs to the child. It is held in their name, but the parent or a legal guardian can act as custodian, can manage it until the child turns 18. Each child may have only one Trump account. When the child reaches the age of 18, the special rules largely fall away and the account converts into a standard traditional IRA. So that means that the child can be handed over the account once they cross the age of 18 and they can continue to maintain the account. So here's how the money works, right? So from the money side of things, there are 4 rules to remember. Number one, contributions are not tax deductible, tax free. Money goes in after tax. The advantage comes later from deferred growth. Another thing to note is that everything inside the account grows tax deferred. So that means that no taxes are owed on gains until the money is withdrawn. So that allows compounding to work uninterrupted. Another thing to note, right, thirdly, is that total contributions are capped. So currently now you can contribute up to $5,000 per year. So that's a limit. In 2026, it might go up in the future, but at least the first year you have a cap of $5,000 per child per year. It can be adjusted for inflation going forward, and that cap covers everyone combined: parents, grandparents, relatives, and even employers. So if there's a contribution going into that account, so that's a max that can be allowed in that account. And another thing to note is that the investment themselves are standardized. So by law, the money goes into low-cost mutual funds or ETFs that track broad US stock indexes. For instance, the plan is that initially S&P 500 is going to be used as an investment source going forward. It remains invested through the growth period, right, until December 31 of the year the child turns 17. So the program was created in 2025. So it's part of the uh, plans of the current president of the United States, President Trump. It's part of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which is also referred to as the Working Families Tax Cut, which was signed into law on July 4, 2025. The official application launched on May 28, 2026, and account activation emails began to go out on a phased basis. The full nationwide launch came exactly 1 year after the bill signing, which was on July 4, 2026. So the official launch was timed to tally with the 250 years anniversary of the United States. The stated purpose is to give every American child a stake in the economy from day one. So the money that is invested at birth has roughly 2 decades to compound before adulthood. And the government seeds eligible accounts so that children from all backgrounds can get that head start. So there's also an education component. The official app includes 15 interactive financial uh, education modules that is designed for both parents and kids. So what's what so uh, seems to say is going to you'll be able to compound growth over a period of time, 2 decades. So if you look at this chart, it's showing why the program focuses on newborns and young children. Time is of essence. Time is the most powerful force in investing. The golden line you are seeing on this, yeah, so this golden line you're seeing here. So it shows the $1,000 federal seed that is deposited if it's left alone with no further contributions at an assumed 7% average annual return. It's going to grow roughly $3,400 by the time the child is 18 years old. Now, if you compare that with the blue line, let me just use this. So if you look at this blue line, you see how it's growing. All right. So that blue line shows the same seed, right? $1,000. So $1,000 plus another $1,000 that is added every year. So that means that at the age of 18, the child will have $37,000 available to him or her. So these are just for illustration purposes. So what if you add 5,000? What if you max out the 5,000 contributions every year? Now, this may not be cast in stone because sometimes you might have a good year, you might have a red year, a green year, right? So maybe the year when the market rose astonishing heights, yeah, it might also contribute to success of that account for that year. So this is not exactly how it would be. It's just giving you some hypothetical representation that if we continue to contribute to the account for the next 18 years, you're going to see appreciable growth, compounding growth. So in some years, you can have 7% average annual return. Some other years might have less than 7 or more than 7. But one distinctive feature of this program is that the federal government is not the only source of seed money. The president has encouraged um, contributions, and giant big companies have been contributing. Dell, I know Dell contributed $6 billion. Micron, the data storage company, also contributed $250 million. Now, how those works is a different ballgame. Private philanthropy and employers are participating at significant scale. So Dell over $6 billion was contributed to the fund. So it's going to provide $250 deposits for up to 25 million children that are living in qualified zip codes. You never can tell if you belong to that qualified zip codes. So then uh, there's also specific regard for areas with median incomes below $150,000. Regional philanthropies are joining as well, like Dalio Philanthropies, like Micron. So there's opportunity for businesses, for philanthropies, for billionaires to contribute to the to the plan. And there's also opportunity for companies to match contributions for their employees. So nearly 3 dozen companies have pledged matching funds or contributions for their employees' children. So businesses that are interested can contact Trump accounts at Treasury.gov. Eligibility is best understood in 3 tiers because different children qualify for different things. So for tier one, is simply opening an account. Any child under 18 years with a valid social security number can have a Trump account opened by the parent or a legal guardian with a limit of one account per child. The next tier, tier two, is the headline benefit. So the $1,000 federal pilot deposit, right? That deposit is limited to US citizens that are born between January 1, 2025 and December 31, 2028. So they have a valid social security number. They were born between January 1, 2025 and December 31, 2028. The third tier covers charitable deposits for children who miss that federal window. So what about minors that they don't fit within that window of January 1, 2025 to December 2028? So in that case, children who are born before 2025, who are age 10 or younger, and they live in qualifying zip codes may receive $250 deposits from Dell Foundation and regional programs like the one in Connecticut, like Micron Electronics. All right, so those are the different tiers which are available right now. So let's focus on tier two. This one benefits most families. So for the $1,000 federal pilot deposit is one-time contribution from the federal government, from the US Treasury. It's going to be deposited directly into the child's Trump account, and it requires no contribution from the family at all. So 3 conditions must be met. The child must be born within the United States within that window, January 2025, December 2028, and the child must have a valid social security number. Deposits began going out on July 4, 2026. So that was when the program was officially launched. If you're born before 2025, so might be eligible for $250. Your children might be eligible for a $250 initial deposit for children who are located within a qualifying zip code, who fall within a household income threshold. So as more businesses, as more philanthropies contribute, perhaps the basket might become bigger and accommodate more children. This is a very wonderful opportunity for parents to grow income for their children, to save for the future of their children. Now, the practical part is that the process of signing up is free, fully online, breaks into 5 steps. Uh, Go to Trump. You can register on TrumpAccounts.gov. You can sign in using your IRS account. You can submit a form 4547. So those are different ways you can sign up for Trump accounts as a parent. Then get the So expect a confirmation message, processing email from the official email. You can also download the official app to track your activities in the account. Now, it's important before moving to the benefits. One essential safety message I would like to pass across is that make sure you don't fall victim to scammers. So always check the email that you are using to interact, that is being used to send important messages to you. Make sure it's the official email, reply, yeah, official Trump accounts email. Yeah, yeah. So just make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you're not a victim of scammers who might want to take advantage of this opportunity. So this is a free seed money. It's tax deferred, compounding growth. It's simple to set up, low cost, exposure to diversified investing. Anyone can contribute, giving the child a head start at the age of 18. Credibility requires balance. So these are the honest caveats to present, right? To note as you continue to do your own research, do your own due diligence. Contributions are not deductible. So unlike the workers' traditional IRA contribution, there is no upfront deduction. The tax advantage is deferral of growth. There's no upfront deduction. Secondly, this is a long-term money. So the funds are going to generally remain invested until the end of the year the child turns 17. And once the account becomes a traditional IRA, standard IRA withdrawal rules and taxes are going to apply. Of course, it's going to be trading in the market, right? So the market risk is real. The accounts invest in stock index funds, and balances can decline. Balances can adjust according to market trends every year. So just the way the kind of things you notice on your 401k or other investment accounts, yeah, they are going to be exposed to similar scenarios over time. All right, so that's it for the Trump accounts. So if you have your child within that window, you should start considering open an account for them. If you know someone who might be eligible, feel free to share this with them as well. And of course, if you fall within, yeah, just apply. You might fall within the zip code that where you have eligible participants, and your child might be eligible for $250 deposit if you don't meet the $1,000 deposit. So if you feel this video is useful, share with your friends, share with your family, share with someone. Please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you.